And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to our quarterfinals match, our first quarterfinals match of the evening. Welcome to our TvT. And if you're in the chat, predictions are now open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat. As spawning in the bottom right hand corner of side Delta, we have our Brazilian Terran player, the yellow Terran representing the Platinum Heroes. It is INexorable. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have the American Terran player, the red Terran representing Storm Gaming. It is Epic. Let's go. Again, welcome one and all to the second iteration of the Ursasaurus Cup. Good to be back once again, and for those that are maybe unfamiliar or unaware, Ursasaurus Cup is one of the many community events that has risen up to replace and to step in for the absence of the ESL Open Cups. This is usually the time slot for ESL Open Cup Americas, but alas, the ESL Open Cups are on hiatus. They're in an off season. I'm sure they will be back eventually, but until then, we have events like Ursasaurus Cup, we have the Awarded TV Monday Cup, we have this Nation's Total Tussle, and we have the KSRS as well, the Kalara Steadfast Rodan Cup as well. KSR. That's it. As other people know it, as the KFC. Beautiful. But now though, we are going to be settling into our TvT, and again, both players are, honestly, I do have a hard time kind of picking a favorite between these two players, between Epic and INexorable. Do you think they're quite comparable in skill? I will say that Epic has a more experience compared to INexorable, and that might be the deciding factor. We shall see as our Brazilian Terran is opening up 2-Rax Reaper. The Raxes are up, Reapers are on the way, and ideally this is designed to catch out the first Reaper of Epic and to snowball from there. Catch the first Reaper, then perpetually just be ahead in the army count and the Reaper count, and just keep pushing from then on forward. Meanwhile, Epic's moving out, does have an SCV to tank a shot. Risky move here by Epic to move out this early on, just because he doesn't know what he's walking into, and he can be taken advantage of. It is usually a little bit wiser in TvT to just keep your initial Reaper back at home, because you don't know if it is going to be a 2-Rax Reaper or even a Reacted Reaper. SCV dips in, does tank the first shot. First shot is tanked, and Epic, he will take the fight. Yeah, we'll take down the first. Oh, no, he will not. Oh, my God, the SCV. SCV goes down, Reaper goes down, and just like that, INexorable does take a Reaper lead. A strong start for the yellow Terran. Now he's moving out across the map. Epic back at home. He has to calm things down, has to pull back, has one Reaper, has a Hellion on the way. This Hellion is going to be Epic's saving grace. But INexorable, he wants to keep pushing, wants to go in, and is looking to at least delay the CC. See if he can. We'll see if he can avoid that splash damage and the Hellion shots. SCV is going to go down. Just like that. Nice delay already. Command center is delayed. INexorable waiting a little bit longer here for another SCV to come down. Cyclone is halfway done. INexorable does dip into the main. Just back around. We'll rotate up to 4 Reapers. Once again, we'll snipe the SCV. Oh! And I do think that maybe could have been a moment there where INexorable could have dove up the ramp, but alas, does pull away, does respect the position. Cyclone has arrived, and now Epic holds. He holds, he can expand, he can settle into his 2-base economy. Back at home, INexorable transitioning, getting into his own 2-on-1. We're calming things down and rushing into Stim, getting our reactor ready for an add-on soul for a starport. INexorable getting ready for the mid-game. Meanwhile, Epic is going to be the first to move out. Did deflect the Reaper harass, but now moving out with drop play. INexorable, he will spot this, does get eyes on the metamac. INexorable is aware. Epic attempting to hunt down the Reapers. Is now moving out. Back at home, Marines are getting in position. We have Marines at the natural, but the drop is going for the main. Just trying to slide in between the bases. And Marines are ready. The drop has to boost away. Actually boosting further back in. Does confirm the 2-on-1. And can potentially get some SCVs. Gets one. Gets one. Gets a second. Gets a third SCV. Not bad. Medevac is zoned away. Up. Oh my god. Medevac is so low, but it does escape. Does get away with most of the army. Hot pick up there by Epic. Does get up. Does get out. And will get away. Will be able to escape. Back at home, settling into his own tank production. Bio tank, Raven as well, working on Interference Matrix. Working on that disable. And it's going to be an interesting dynamic here, where Epic is going to have the higher tank counts. Meanwhile, INexorable will have no tanks, instead, Marines. We have 14 Marines, 2 Medivacs, and Stim. INexorable has a lot of potential with this bio army. Again, INexorable, his tank count was his tank production was delayed because of the add-on swap, because of the reactor, because of the build of choice. We'll see if it's worth it. Does spot the third CC. Epic not quite in position. And Marines are being dropped. Stim is available. Oh, we do have auto turrets to defend. Oh, massive tank volley goes off. Yeah, the tank shot is brutal, and INexorable is going to be cleaned up. Even without Stim and with that tank volley, Epic, he has more than enough Cyclones as well to support as well. He defends. He defends, he deflects. We'll lose 4 SCVs, but the worker count is still comparable. And again, Epic's tank count is getting higher and higher. Not just that, third CC is almost done. Third CC is still halfway done for INexorable. For Inex. Still getting there. I would say there's still a lot of pressure on the yellow Terran player. A lot of pressure here to move out and to get damage done. As INexorable does reinforce. Scans ahead of time. Oh, catches the Viking. Not bad. Gets 2. 2 Vikings go down. Massive pickoffs. A lot of TvT does come down to air control and air dominance, and Epic losing 2 Vikings already is a bit of a slip up here. Very important catch for Inex. Back at home, landing his own third base. Even though INexorable's third base is later, because of his map control, he's able to expand. And Epic is contained on 2 bases for a little bit longer. See, INexorable, he has eyes on the would-be third. He's ready and waiting to pounce. Scans once again. Raven harassed into the main. Going for the auto turrets. And we'll find some SCVs. Shot gets thrown down. Gets 1, gets 2. Oh, we'll get even more than that. Especially with that second auto turret. Marines, they stim in. They're going for the Raven, but another auto turret cleans up every single Marine. Gets more SCVs as well. 5 SCV kills. INexorable turns around. And now Epic can expand. Has yet to do so, is still on 2 bases. The worker counts are still in favor of Epic, but he is oversaturated. He's not mining as efficiently. And INexorable, he still has eyes on both expansion locations. Still being active. Scan reveals a third. Epic finally expanding. But the army's in position, and I'm not so sure INexorable can do much about it. Looking at the army sizes here, we have a 2-tank lead for Epic. He's got 5 tanks compared to the 3 of INexorable. Epic also has 2 Ravens. One of them is stuck behind the main, to be fair. It's not going to be available to disable and to shut down these tanks. But 1 Raven can still be enough. Speaking of, Epic, he breaks out, gets 2 more SCVs, gets 3 more SCVs. 3 more workers go down. We have another Raven here on the right-hand side. INexorable's in position, and he's going for a Doom Drop. Bold move here by Inex. Setting up for a drop. Scans ahead of time. Hellion does spot the army. Epic, he knows, he does rotate. Again, just a very tense moment here. And INexorable's trying to find a way in. Meanwhile, Epic has a very nice ring of tanks. Tanks covering his natural, tanks covering his third. Center tower as well. Vikings towards the north to make sure he denies a drop. Epic is looking pretty secure. That's not stopping INexorable. Still looking for a way in. Going for a fake Doom Drop. Let's go. A risky maneuver. Honestly, a real Doom Drop could be a little bit more successful because there's not much here. It's a little bit unfortunate. Medevac stay boost in. And Epic will respond. He does stim back home. Does spot the Medevacs at the same time. Main army hits the third. Tanks are exposed. And we should be able to take down the tanks. Bullets are going off. Marines are going down, but we get 1, 2. We get 3 tanks. 3 tanks, the workers, and the CC. The command center is going to fall. It barely does go down. At the same time, Epic going for a base trade. Trades a base for a base as he will also claim the third. Should go down. Oh, it's close. Will get it. Both players losing their third bases. Epic loses 6 SCVs. Epic will turn back around. INexorable looking for a fight. Hoping to catch out the Marines. Tanks are sieged. Stims in. Does stim in. Massive tank volleys, and INexorable, he will take the fight. Forces back Epic. A nice fight for Inex. Is stuck on 2 bases though, and Epic had a 4th. He's landing as a 3rd. Ooh, that is unfortunate for the yellow Terran player. Again, he was not ready for this. He had no backup base. And now Epic, he has an economy. He can get out of control from here. He can max out. And INexorable, he had some good moments here, but now he's on a timer. 2-2 about to finish off for Epic. He's about to catch up on those upgrades. Still long distance mining. INexorable does need more damage. Liberator here to the natural. 3 more CVs. Next running into the turret. Epic does respond, and Inex is all in. At this point, he's completely all in. There is no backup base. There is no third. The drops are being cleaned up. INexorable, he scans, he sees the third, it's fully operational. Not what he wanted to see. Not like this. And breaking this position, it's not going to be easy. I don't know if it's going to be possible. He does go for the stim into a tank line. He's crazy. He gets on top of some of these tanks. Boys are being pulled. They have to be as well. But the concave is too good, and Epic, he will completely shut this down. GG gets called, and Epic takes game number 1. GG. Again, INexorable, he had some good moments. He had some nice moments in this game. Unfortunately, he had no 4th. He had no backup expansion, so Epic, he could just re-expand. He could just re-expand, get his economy back up and running, and INexorable was completely all in from that moment onwards. Was fully all in. And just got outscaled by his opponent. Pushing into a siege line like that was brutal, and GG. GG, well played. Epic takes a lead, and we'll see if he can take the series or if Inex can fight back. If he can bounce back and force the ace match, I want to believe. I do want to believe. As the rest of the bracket is currently underway. We just got an update. Looks like UD Soldier did take down Maples 2-1. Shout out to Maples for taking a map. Very impressive. UD Soldier does take it in the end. He's now up against Bjorn in the next round. Meanwhile, it looks like we still don't have updates on the lower half of the bracket, so still waiting on that. Pig won his match. Yeah, I assumed that that Pig took down Artecario, but hasn't been updated on the bracket yet. Hopefully we get some updates soon. Hopefully. As I think he's up against Nikic, or maybe even, is he up against, did he defeat Nikic? No shot. That'd be crazy. That'd be impressive. If he brought Nikic down. I've got Pig's stream open. I'm just trying to see who he's up against. If he's up against a Zerg player or a Protoss. It looks like a Protoss. Otherwise, his Overlord would have been out earlier. Like, this looks like a ZVP opening. Oh, no, never mind. Never mind. It's still in the ZVZ. Oh, good, oh, good. So he's still up against Nikic. Still up against Nikki. So best of luck. Best of luck. As we continue our series on Post Youth. Greater than ESL. Ah. I mean, I'm sure we'd all be more than happy to embrace the ESL Open Cups once they return. I'm sure. No bad blood. But here we go. We're jumping into our next game, and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Post Youth, we have our Brazilian Terran player, the Yellow Terran, representing the Platinum Heroes. Down in the series, we'll see if we can bounce back. It is INexorable. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the American Terran player, the Red Terran representing System Gaming. It is Epic. Here we go. No shot. No shot. It's a little bit off topic. A little bit, but as we're settling into our game, it's gonna be double gas. Okay, double gas opener here by INexorable, double gas opener by Epic. But apparently Night End is gonna be playing a show match. No shot. That's crazy. Night End, he's back. He's playing a Stormgate show match. For those of you that remember Night End, he has the voice of an angel. The voice of an angel. I'm not gonna lie, like Night End like has some solid like nostalgic Home Story Cup memories from years gone by. Like I'll always remember Night End on the casting couch. Like beautiful. Peak Home Story Cup. Peak Home Story Cup. Night End, I believe the Romanian Protoss from back in the day. It's been a long time since I've seen him. Long time. Behind this is going to be a Rex expand. Again, double gas, so factory into a delayed expansion here. Same can be said for Epic. Night on the casting couch was great. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Wow. So now we are settling in, going for our CC follow-ups to have our initial 1-1-1s. And so far, nothing too crazy outside of the slightly faster starport here from Epic. And from here, we can go into initial Cyclone openers. We can go for Widow Mines, into Raven Harass. And so we're going for a bit of a frontal scout here. Checks the natural. Gets eyes on the production, spots the starport, but doesn't get much else. We'll back off, we'll get out of here. Does pull away. Trying to dip back in. So this is going to be the same or very similar opener for Epic that we saw previously, going for that initial medevac into a would-be Cyclone drop. Have our initial Cyclone Reaper. But outside of that, our players aren't being too greedy or too aggressive. I'm a little bit surprised that neither player did go for a faster CC. Both players playing it out safely. Just safe openers. Epic going for his initial drop. Back at home, INexorable did go for a slightly faster tank production. Going for his own drop as well, but slightly later. So Epic should be the first to hit. Meanwhile, INexorable, is he going for a tank drop? If so, he won't have much at home to defend. When does he move out? Medevac has arrived. And he's going to pick up, he's going to boost across the map. And that means, what do we have to defend? We have one Cyclone. One Cyclone to defend. Is that going to be enough? Other boys are being pulled. The mass repair. Let's go. The repairs are solid. The Cyclone though gets knocked out of position. Cyclone goes down. Boys are going down as well. And this is too much. This is becoming game-ending damage. 8 SCVs. 9 SCVs. 2 mules as well. Oh my god. And again, Epic, he's turning back around. He was across the map. Sorry, INexorable's across the map. Does not go for his own drop. But Epic, he should have enough to defend. I say that. His own tank turns back around. Workers are going down for both players. Chaos ensues. We have the auto turret. GG gets called. INexorable has nothing left. And Epic will take the series 2-0. GG. GG. Well played. A very unfortunate setup there by INexorable. Again, as the drop was coming in, he moved out. He moved out with everything he had. He only left one Cyclone to defend. And he had a very nice repair. He had a very nice surround. The SCVs that were there for their boy. But that's where the KDA charges came in, knocking the Cyclone out of position, knocking the SCVs away from the Cyclone. They got the kill. There was nothing left. There was nothing left thereafter. That was just critical damage. GG. Well played. GG, well played. A bit of a sudden end to the series. I was hoping for the mid game. I was hoping for more of a back and forth. But that is one of the risks you take in TvT by going for that move out, by moving out with that drop play, is you are vulnerable to your opponent's drop as well. So in the end, Epic does take it, does snowball out of control. GG, well played. GG, and with that, Epic is now waiting for his next opponent. He's waiting for the winner of UD Soldier and Björn. They are currently mid-series. And of course, Björn is going to be the heavy favorite. Björn is looking poised to take the entire tournament. We'll see if anyone can stop him, if anyone can slow him down. Scrolling down, we have some other updates as well. !B in the chat if you guys want to have a look at the back yourselves.